Hi everyone. So welcome to Cryptofolio episode 2. So this is about the new coin Pria, which is hyper all set for the hyper deflation. Okay, so if you are following my Twitter account, you must have already seen that I had made a tweet on as early as 21st October 2020. At that time, Pria was around $11. So this is where 21st October. So at $11 itself, I made a tweet about Pria. Now it went up to $70. I exited partly around $60, and then it came down to $20, and I'm buying it at around $20 again. It actually made a dip to around $10 also. You can see here $9. Okay, so again, if you look for the last 7 days graph, it had reached up to around say 10 or 11. So here I am accumulating it again. Why Pria? What made me interested in Pria? So Pria, I think, is one of the most genius projects out there in crypto world. So if you look into that, it is a project by Dr. Mandis, so right now it is trading at $17. You can see that the total supply started at 100,000, and there is a maximum supply of 100,000, minimum supply of 10,000. So this happens in turn 1. So in Pria is not like any other coin, so it keeps on hyper deflating and then hyperinflating. So this happens in cycles. So I'll explain to you that later on. So there are few functionalities, few interesting features that is there in Pria, which I think is very intelligently designed. So you can see there is an airdrop balance, current airdrop queue, and it's a lot of parameters you can see. So burn rate of transactions. Okay, so you can read about the features. So there are a list of features in Pria. All of these are very unique features. I am not reading all of them, but just going through. So basically, the maximum supply starts at 1 lakh, and then it goes down to 10,000. So right now it has 16,000 Pria is already burnt. So burn rate is 5.5, means that each transaction there is a 5.5% burn. So where does the burn go? The burn actually is reduced from the circulation, and 1.25% of the transaction is burnt, or 0.85% of each transaction goes to the airdrop address. 0.50% goes to the owner contract. So there is a lot of things about what Pria is about. Okay, so this is the main page. So you can see that it is the founder Dr. Mandis. It is built by Dr. Mandis, and the current rate, you can see that it is trading at around $17. Okay, now you can see a lot of parameters here listed. So 84,328 total supply. So there is 100,000 maximum supply and 10,000 minimum supply. So what it means is that the supply, maximum supply, it goes on decreasing to reach the minimum supply in one turn. So this is what first turn happens. So this is the first turn. What happens is the deflation happens. So in this chart it is represented properly. So from 1 lakh it comes down to 10,000. Okay, then it goes up to 50,000. So this is a inflationary phase. Then it comes down to 5,000. Then it goes up again to 25,000. So keeps on fluctuating up and down the total supply till it reaches a minimum of 1.2 Pria. So the maximum supply is 12.2 to 1 lakh Pria, and the minimum supply goes from 1.2 Pria to 10,000 Pria. So and then the cycle repeats again. So this is the ultra cycles, where the cycle after reaching 1 lakh, again it starts going to 1.2, and again it comes up to 1 lakh. So this keeps on repeating. So this is how the coin is defined. So this is a very interesting design. Okay, so each transaction there is a transaction burn. So each transaction happens, a part of the coin is reduced from the supply. So since the beginning, you can see that 16,000 coins are thrown out of circulation, burned out of circulation. So each transaction loss, some of this loss goes to the owner account, and part of the loss goes to transaction airdrop address. Okay, so this airdrop address balance keeps on swelling, and it is released to the 200 accounts which have at least one trade during the last turn. Okay, so not during the last turn actually. So for each 200 transactions, after 200 transactions there will be an airdrop. Will be equally distributed between this airdrop address. So that is what happens. So this actually promotes the trade and trade of bots, etc., where bots will keep on trading to receive the airdrop. So current airdrop queue ticket, you can see that. So if you go to the dashboard, you can see a little bit more details, where the turn is mentioned, the last turn time is mentioned, total market cap is just 1.4 million, 24-hour volume, the supply is mentioned here, total burnt is mentioned, burn rate, mint rate. So everything is there. So you can see the airdrop details as well. There is a threshold value for airdrop. You have to have a minimum transaction of 0.11 to receive an airdrop. The airdrop, you get a 0.22 in your account as airdrop. This is the estimate. So airdrop balance is right now at 44.89. So this is another feature of Pria. So you can see the list of addresses eligible for airdrop also. Now there is a chart of this burning. So you can see a 15% around 15.6% is burnt. Now this burn will keep on increasing, and as it keeps on increasing, the quantity in circulation keeps on decreasing. So this is what will so as the coin deflates and demand increase, the price has automatically to increase. So this is why I am basically investing on Pria. And the theory of money, if money supply is increased, the decreased value for money and thereby inflation. So the reverse is also true. The money supply, if it is decreased, the value for money will be increasing, and that will lead to hyperdeflation. Okay, so this is why the reason we are investing on Pria. Like so as and when the coin supply comes down from 100,000 to 10,000, so the value of Pria must increase, and thereafter, so I think this cycle might take quite a while, because people may decide to hold on to Pria, and then maybe if the transactions are lesser, then the cycle might take a while. So again, there is another condition which you must be which is a very important condition, and you have to be very much aware about that condition. So this is where actually you have to be transacting Pria at least once in every 35 days. Otherwise, anybody can execute a burn function which will burn 25% of your Pria. So this will ensure that the account is remaining active. Okay, so these things have to be taken care of. So you have to read through the web page, initial web page, and you have to gain a detailed understanding about what we are getting into. So then coming to the contract. So this is the basic Pria contract. So you can see the token supply balance is here, and one of the most interesting things about Pria is that the distribution. So this is the Uniswap pool account, and the rest distribution, you can see that the top holders are having just 2.5, 3.8, etc. So it is unlikely that there will be a massive sell-off at any point in time. So that is one thing very interesting, the distribution. And now coming back to when to buy Pria. So basically if you are looking into the charts, so what I am doing is like picking it at this level and then selling it somewhere. You can, so once you pick at $10, you can sell half, maybe around say 50, 60, and then if it comes down again, then you can buy for maybe double the amount, and then it may go up to again say above 70, maybe around 200 to $10. So you sell again half that point in time. So again if you get a correction, then come back and buy again later. So at some point you may not get a correction and it may start going ahead, so let it go. So that is my strategy about that. Okay, so I think that is it. So how to buy Pria. Now if you are coming to how to buy Pria, so I think you must be all having accounts in MetaMask. So I'm showing the MetaMask process only. So MetaMask, you can actually add Pria. You have to add the token, custom token. You have to add the token address. You have to click and copy, and you have to add the token address. So it is showing already added. So otherwise it will be showing Pria, and then you can click next and add the token. So the token will come here. Now again you can go to Uniswap. You have to connect the wallet. After connecting, you can add the token again. You can add it here, and then you can make a trade. Like one Pria, you are going to get 22 Pria, 1 ether. So this is the current rate. So you have to again do one thing, the slippage tolerance you have to increase to 20, otherwise you will not you will not be getting that. So you have to increase to 20, and then you connect the wallet, and you better go for a faster gas. So in MetaMask you can actually edit the transaction fee, and you can increase it to from fast, medium, and slow, etc. You can select the fast. So otherwise again the price changes will be happening very fast, so you might not, contract may get cancelled, failed. Okay, so in order to prevent that, it is better to actually spend the gas at the fast mode. So that is it. I think I covered everything. Please click the like, share, and subscribe, and if you have any comments, please feel free to comment on the video. Thank you.